entertain you not because Bobby needs the money. This place you'll laugh right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Well, hello, Calta and Kelly fans. I am Mike Calta. This is my number one best friend, Robert Kelly. We're coming to you live from this palatial resort known as Hemp.
Wow! Don't tell him where we're staying. Fuck's wrong with you? Fat JC's gonna call the room all night long.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's called Holiday Inn, and we are here in the lovely Fort Myers, Naples area. My number one best friend, Bobby Kelly, is at Off the Hook Comedy Club. There are 2 shows tonight, and then there's a show or 2 shows on Sunday.
One show.
1 show on Sunday, 2
6:30.
shows
6:30 tomorrow night.
We're having a good time. We were on last night, and it was a fun show. The first show, the median age was 75.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a disaster, but they were a good bunch of old fuckers.
You know why? Mush, can you hear us good?
Yes, sir.
You know why? Because our generation of old people are scumbags.
Yes,
They're
only
dirtballs.
they were seniors when we were freshmen.
Yeah, they're just dirtballs.
Right.
They're just beer and parties and banging and
I called
tits.
that guy an old fucker, and then I called him Papa Smurf, and he laughed both times. I was expecting him to get mad, but yeah, we're good. It was a fun crowd. We're get this, Mush. This is something that I don't know if you have experienced or not, because you have good friends like Bobby and Dan Soder and guys that you work with. But Jared Moore is a kid from Tampa who's pretty funny. He came on the cruise, and he beat out a bunch of other local comics to come on the cruise one year. And then Bobby liked him so much, he let him open when Bobby filmed this special here. He's pretty good. He made me laugh. So he comes down. He lives in Clearwater, which is about 3 hours from here. And he comes down to do the show last night. And I don't know what they're paying him. I have no idea. But I imagine it's got to be in the $50 to $100 range, probably less than that. And there was a host, then there was that guy, then it was me for like 5 minutes, and then Bobby. And that guy...
You did 10 minutes.
Who did?
You did. Yeah.
I don't like to brag. And then that guy, last night we were talking to him, and he didn't have a hotel room. So he didn't want to drive 3 hours all the way back home. So he starts looking on his phone, and he's like, they have that park over here that's like a nice Florida park where you can go walk on the boardwalk.
It's a national park.
Yeah, not just like
There's
a playground.
animals, there's panthers, there's deer, there's alligators, there's what are those snakes?
Boa constrictors.
Boa constrictors.
The reason why he was worried about sleeping in the park. Now, I'm never going to sleep in the park because I'm worried about other humans. I'm not worried about panthers. They don't fuck with you. You don't see a panther here. But
what is another human going to do to you, though? Like, okay,
touch my balls while I'm sleeping.
Okay, I'm going through the park. I'm a pervert.
Yeah.
I'm going through the park looking for victims. I come across your massive black whatever you're driving, because that's all you drive.
No, but keep in mind, he was not sleeping in his car at this point. He wanted to sleep in the park because he brought a hammock with him.
Okay,
he was going to hang it between 2 trees.
It's fine. I'm going to go back.
Okay.
I come across a hammock.
Yeah.
With 2 trees bending in like this.
Yeah. About to snap. One breaks and the other one shoots me home to Clearwater.
I mean, dude, I'm not going to try to fuck you.
If you're crazy, I'm not afraid of average person. I'm afraid of Friday the 13th.
Okay,
I came up from
but
that
I'm not
generation
going to fuck with you either. If I'm Jason and I see you in a hammock in a park, I'm like, oh, this guy's a killer too. This guy's taking a nap in between murdering people.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with. Look at the size of this guy.
I don't know. There's something about it. Sleeping, I couldn't,
And Jason and Michael, fucking pussies, by the way.
Oh,
they only
not Michael.
Dude, Michael's a pussy. Who'd he kill? Skinny nerds and broads.
He killed cops. He killed. Did that one guy teeth out?
What
He was crazy. The fucking guy took his teeth out.
The guy.
Anyway, Jason's kind of pussy. Jason just killed people.
Jason was definitely a fucking. He was in the
Mama's
woods at
boy,
a camp. It was a Jewish camp.
Well, then he went to New York and he punched that guy's head off.
It wasn't a Jewish camp.
Whatever.
He wasn't Joe Russell. He was like a linebacker. Anyway,
He killed Kevin Bacon.
He was going to sleep. That's right. He killed Kevin Bacon. That kid was going to sleep in a hammock between 2 trees in a park, and then he opted to instead sleep in his car, his Dodge Neon, and it was cold as fuck last night. What do you have? A
He didn't have a
neon?
Dodge
What
Neon.
was
They
it,
don't
a
make
Duster?
Dodge Neons.
Was it a
He had
Duster?
a fucking nice Volkswagen, 4-door.
Either way.
Safest car on the road.
He said, Bobby's like, you gonna be good there? He goes, yeah, plenty of room. I put the seats on, I put my legs in the trunk and my head in the front. I even got a heavy butt. Part of me was a little jealous that he was so comfortable with it because I felt like he was free and he could travel wherever he wanted. And the other part was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not sleeping in my car. I mean, at least I know I got guns. That kid doesn't have any guns.
I looked at hotels, and this is the problem with Naples, this area of Florida, is that it's a vacation spot.
Yeah.
So in season, whatever the fuck that means, in season.
It's snowbird season, so they come down here for the winter. So they'll probably go back like in March or April.
Okay, so the snowbirds come down. It's in season, so the hotels, even the crappy ones, I was looking. Sorry, I looked at the thing. It's annoying. Even the crappy ones are like $250.
Yeah.
Because
Which
if I
is more than he was making for the
I
week.
called Dawn. I go, Dawn, find a $60 hotel room. I was going to get him a room last night.
You're crazy because I have a room with a couch in it and a fold-out bed. And it would have been easy to me to be like, hey, dude, you just want to crash in the fold-out bed? I don't know this fucking kid really that well. I mean, I met him like 6 or 7 times. I don't know that what if he just started jerking off while he was in the room or talking in his sleep or slept walk and tried to get in bed with me?
I'm gonna let him sleep in my room tonight.
It was nothing against him. I felt uncomfortable. Then the other guy, the host, was like, you can come crash at my place. He's like, no, I'm good at my neon. I'm good in the car.
Well, the host lives around 40 minutes away.
That's true.
He lives in Fort Myers, and he has a kid.
And a trailer, and I don't feel like there's a lot of room in that trailer with him.
Is he in a trailer?
Yeah.
Well, he said you can sleep in my son's room, which is a kid room with like little kids posters on the wall. And
Jared seems like he'd be fine with that.
That's true. He does. He dresses like a kid, like a ghost hunter. But anyways, I did look for a hotel. They were $300, $250.
Yeah. I didn't think about it twice.
You have no. I admire that about you. You are not connected.
I used to worry about the world's problems. Now I don't give a fuck.
When you're connected to you,
yeah,
the most generous. I mean, oh my God, unfucking.
Tell me if I'm right or not. I stopped caring about other people when I had kids, because now I only really have 2.5 people to take care of.
What?
My kids and my wife. That's it.
What's the half?
Well, she's an adult. She can take care of herself mostly, but I kind of have to watch out for her. The kids, I have to watch out for the rest. That's why I focus all my attention. Everybody else can fuck off.
So you only half care for your wife?
No, I only have to half worry about her. I care about her, but and I care about Bobby too. But he's good. I don't have to worry about him. I don't really care about Mush that much. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, he's fine. I mean, like you're fine on your own. I don't like you know what I mean.
I care about you, Mush.
I care about Lou. I like Lou a lot.
I like Lou. I like Melissa. I care about Melissa.
I care about them both in different ways.
Scruffy Bones? Fat JC?
I like Scruffy. I like Fat JC. But I don't sit around and go, man, I hope Fat JC's got enough to eat tonight.
We never have to worry about that.
Yeah. Or I feel like if Lou lived here, I'd call Lou and be like, what's up? You want to go to the mall today? And I'd hang out with Lou. That's what I feel like would happen. Like Lou and I would be buddies.
Well,
I go, Lou, you want to go to a restaurant, or you want to go do something? Like Lou would be fun to hang out with.
Yeah, Lou's the best because you get fucking upfront parking. Great as that. We go see shows with her.
Yeah.
I would fucking, if Lou lived near me, I'd do a lot of shit with her. Here's the deal though.
Yeah.
We both were like, all right. I told him, I go stay with the guy. If I was him, I would have went and stayed with the kid, slept in his room. He's another comic.
Yeah. You
would have hung out, you would have laughed, you would have slept in a bed or whatever. You know what I mean?
So I went up on stage last night twice. And I don't do this a lot. So when I do it, I enjoy it. Like when I get a good opportunity, I know I'm lucky. I know I just walk into it and I get to go up before a great comic. And I know that's rare. And I enjoyed it. It was good. I get a little dopamine rush. I meet girls afterwards. It makes me feel good. Yeah. None of it ever made me want to fucking go, you know what? I'm going to sit in my car and come back tomorrow. Ever. I'd be like, hey, it was cool, but I'm fucking that shit.
Well, I had 2 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
I don't know if one of them was his.
You think that makes me feel any worse?
One of them.
Way more important than I was.
100%. He wasn't, but here's the thing. Who else is on the show? I said, all I need is an MC. Mike Calta's on the show.
Right.
MC Mike Calta. Whatever time you didn't do, I was going to pick up at the end.
Yeah.
I'll do an hour and 10. I don't give a shit. Last night we show up and he's on the show. Jared's
Yeah.
on the show. I didn't even know he was on the
Thank
show.
God we know him and like him, or you would have been like, get this fucking guy out of here. Who the fuck is this guy?
I wouldn't have. Why are you gonna do
You
that?
get sometimes you get a little Joe Pesci.
What?
Like when you're angry, you get a little Joe
What the
Pesci.
fuck does that mean?
Boom, just like that. He yelled at me
That
today.
was a trick, and I don't like that.
He's yelled at me today for so many things. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to talk about me telling you that I love you? I'm gonna tell you right now in front of everybody. The fact that we are here today still like each other is a testament to how I feel about you. Because I would have knocked the fuck out of anybody who treats me the way you do.
What are you talking about?
You are.
Why?
You are
This
aggressive.
is what sucks about you. You use that word aggressive like Amy Schumer. I mean, you really are. You're like a female comic. I mean, I thought you were a man. I thought you were from Staten Island. I thought you were Italian. I thought you're acting like you fucking weigh 120 and you're only 5'2 and a half.
It's not.
I mean, are you a fucking man or not?
All right, it's not.
Are you
threatening.
a man or not?
I'm a man.
I'd rather you fucking hit me
I've never
and punch me than use the word aggressive again.
All right.
Because when you say you're so aggressive,
Maybe that's a bad word.
I think you're a fucking queer.
All right, let's not get crazy.
Half queer.
Let's not get aggressive.
Side queer. See, I hate it.
Maybe it's assertive. Is that better?
What?
Demanding.
I'm not demanding. Give me one example.
He asked me to get him. Mush, you go to Starbucks? You know Starbucks?
Yeah.
He asked me the other day to get him a large coffee. What size would you get?
The largest one.
If you,
Well, he didn't want that. He didn't want that. He wanted a large.
Stop. No, that's not true. Stop. If you're at, set it up right. Don't set. You're leading the witness. You're leading the witness.
You said, what do you get?
Mush,
I said a Trenta.
You're at Starbucks. You're at Starbucks. I say, he says, what do you want? He's getting a Trenta. I said, I want a large. Right? Large. What size is a large?
I mean, for you, I would have thought you meant the middle one.
What size is a large?
I mean, I thought the large would be the biggest one, but.
What's the name of it, we're asking?
Oh, I have no idea what it is at Starbucks.
Okay,
He's a novice. He's a Starbucks novice. It doesn't count. Just move.
Ask the chat what a large is.
Release the witness.
If I say to you at Starbucks, if you say, hey, what do you want? And I say a large.
They're saying grande in the chat.
Oh, are they
large.
really?
Scruffy Bones don't count. He's from England. They don't have.
No.
They sip tea.
No.
They don't have fucking coffee.
Scruffy Bones is not from England.
What is a large at Starbucks?
I believe the people have spoken, Robert. You don't talk about leading
Bush.
the witness.
I mean, I thought the largest one was like the venti or something.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
The largest one is a Trenta.
No, not the largest one. Now we're getting
the largest one is a Trenta. So Mush, if I said to you, get me a Trenta, that means I want 30 ounces of coffee. If I said to you, get me a venti, that means I want 20 ounces of coffee. If I said, get me a large, in Spanish, the language of your people, grande means large.
Yeah, grande in Spanish, but Starbucks and the coffee is Italian, and venti is large in Italian.
No,
venti
is 20.
Venti.
I believe Paul Rudd has a whole fucking thing on this.
Venti.
More people are saying venti now too.
Of course they are.
Venti.
It's not split.
No. What is
Melissa's saying grande.
No, grande's wrong. Melissa, you're
PZ
fucking wrong.
saying venti.
Anyway, judging by the people's reaction, you can see where there might have been some confusion.
You're leading the people. I had just as many people.
I'm admitting, saying that there's some confusion. Half is saying one, half is saying the other. So
read that.
I can't.
Mike, I will donate $100 right now to the Calta Foundation if you toss him into the pool.
If I toss him in the pool or his coffee?
You're lucky I lost weight because you could right now.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the pool with his coffee, but
Plus I have my new skinny jeans on.
He looks good. I'm gonna tell you. Look at that. Show me shoes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fucking 36 waist, baby.
It makes me happy and mad all at the same time. So anyway, we've gone like 3 times. So today we go, and I go, what would you like? And first of all, he's always trying to get me to say dumb shit that's not on the menu. He told me to ask him for a pumpkin porno muffin. The other day he was like, get me an iced mahasa.
Ricky Tiki Toffee.
I almost said it.
I told him, go, dude, give me this, give me that, and give me a Ricky Tiki Toffee.
Yeah. And I almost said it. So today I go, what would you like, Bobby? And he's like, I'm looking. For 3 days, he got a grande iced latte with oat milk and one stevia. That's the fucking exact order.
I said to him, for 3 days, he says, what do you want? I said, a large latte with oat milk and 1 stevia.
That's what I
For
just
3
fucking
days.
said.
A large. No, you said a grande.
Oh, okay. I apologize. He did say
A large. And
So I interpreted
for
that
3
to a
days, I've been
grande.
getting this.
So then we're in the car, and he starts yelling at me like he's yelling at me now, because this is not a fucking large. This isn't a large. This is you got me a medium. This is me. And then he asked the guy, "What size is this? Like a medium?" The guy's like, "Yeah, it's a medium." And I go, "So did you not get enough?" Because I look around and I got fucking his last one half full, just sitting there in the cup holder. He just wanted a bigger cup. Is all he wanted.
No, I want what I get. You get the same. Everybody goes to Starbucks knows you get what you get.
The huge.
You get the huge. The huge. You get the
If
huge.
Joey says to me, "Get me the huge," I know what he wants. If man,
I know what he wants.
Huge, I know what he wants.
Right. He wants a green tea, right?
He wants a green tea.
The huge.
The huge, man.
So if you come back with the huge, but it's a medium.
Well, you don't have a huge.
I have a fucking huge. I've had a huge since I came here. A large latte oat
You didn't
milk
say anything
stevia.
until the third one.
Because I was sitting there going, "Is this a large?"
When
I
you were
was like,
sitting there
maybe
not finishing it.
Huh?
You were sitting there not finishing it.
That's not the point. The point is that I said, "Give me a large," and you kept getting me a grande because you're dumb.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Bobby, the chat wants to know why your tassels are so uneven.
Wait, you're what? Oh, I was throwing them around by them before.
Yeah, he was holding my head down.
Isn't that fucking annoying when you see that on somebody's jacket? Like, it's not their fault. They don't probably notice, but when you look at it, you just want to go up and adjust it. I was talking to Bobby, and Bobby and I did an episode of Something's Burning a couple of months ago, and it came out this past week, and it is fucking on fire. That scene where Bobby farts and doesn't know if he shits his pants or not has really resonated with a lot of people. I mean, I'm getting so much feedback on everybody that said, been there.
That was a fun. Here's the thing too. I did that before, and it wasn't as fun because I did it with Michelle. No, I did it with Michelle Wolf.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn, and it wasn't as fun. I mean, look.
We're good. We're all.
He didn't know. He knows me. What happens when friends get together? Like if my friend comes into play, right? You guys are gonna hit it off.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have to take a hit with you
so that
and
we
with
can
him,
become familiar.
so that you guys, and it's usually at the expense of my self-esteem, or vice versa, whoever that is.
In this case with Bert, I get it, because even though I'm friends with both of them, I'm the least famous person on the show, and also people. But no, I'm not dogging myself. What I'm saying is that people are tuning in.
Sounds like you're dogging
to see Bert.
I literally heard woof woof when you were saying. Sounds like you're dogging yourself.
What I feel like people take away, and they were like, "Hey, that other guy was funny. I never heard his show before, but he was funny," and that's good for me. That's good.
That's not my point. My point.
No, but what I'm saying is, I had no problem kind of just chilling out a little bit and letting you guys be super funny, which worked out very well.
I thought you were hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I did fine. I'm not saying, "Oh, I shut up like a little mouse." I'm just saying, I know my role. I know where I go on certain positions.
What the fuck, man?
Look, if I was here. Like when I did YKWD for the very first time,
yeah,
it was me, Joe List, Dan Soder, Lewis, Gary Veter, that fat English girl, and the little closeted kid that all ran the show.
Deepu and Kelly is from Australia.
Yeah, same shit. And I didn't know any of them, and I kind of was just like, they're all clearly friends and doing their thing, and they were routines, and Lewis was bugging the shit out of me. And I just sat back, and then there was some controversy with the producer, and then they take a halftime break, and Bobby goes, "Okay, do what you do," and I go, "Gotcha." And I started shitting on the producer when he came back, but I knew my role. That's what you're supposed to do. If I would have come in and been like, "Hey, listen up here, I'm the guy," they would have been like, "This is a fucking asshole." You gotta wait. You gotta pick your moments. You know what I mean? Like now, I know all those guys, so I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. But still, I did your podcast one time at in Canada at the Montreal Comedy Festival, and it was you, the fucking great Ron Bennington, Soder, Jim Norton, and I was like, I'm lucky to be up here. I just kind of chilled out.
I don't see. I see it differently, dude. You're doing a morning show 5 days a week with all the greatest comics and the famous people and sports people, and you have no fucking problem whatsoever. So when you go on these shows, I'm expecting the Mike Calta that has the Mike Calta in the morning show.
Are you saying I've let you down?
No, I'm saying that you. I didn't know you were looking at it that way. I thought you were. You're a
I
little
look
more,
at it. What I think is good about my show is I think about it not as me. I think about it as a listener, and I know what the listeners want. Right. A listener who's used to listen to YKWd. This is why it went during the pandemic when I was on YKWd. People were like, we fucking hate this guy because they didn't know me. They didn't know I was.
So 5 people said that.
But it disrupted what they they're used to getting all these fucking great comedians. Now it was me, you, and Gabby. So I get it.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have left. She should have left. I'm pretty sure it was Gabby.
Listen, it worked out the right way, the way it should have worked out. So, and I love Gabby.
All right, anywho.
Yeah. So fuck that kid. He probably got raped in the park last night.
We don't know what happened.
We don't know.
He slept in a hammock or in his car somewhere.
We should have let him sleep in the hammock and then kidnapped him.
Ugh.
Wait till he fell asleep, then wrap up the hammock, throw it in the thing, and just fucking drive for a while.
I feel bad now too. What if he's going to do that again tonight?
Well, that's on him.
You don't care.
You got to make your own deal. You got to negotiate your own deal. Plus, like Mush, would you ever do that?
I would never do that, but I mean, I wouldn't think it's someone else's responsibility either. So,
what are you driving?
I don't have a car right now because I live in New York now. But
Okay,
the last car I had was a Toyota
You have to
Corolla.
get a bus thing and just ride the bus all night.
Like Mark Norman told me a couple of times that he's so tired after his gig, he'd get on the train and he'd fall asleep and he'd end up in the train yard. But even that's not worth it to me. That little twink walking around the city, that's why he got mugged so many times. It's true. He'd end up in the wrong neighborhoods and he'd come out and right away they were like, that's the guy.
Here's what we should have done. He should have done, right?
He's like that goat in Jurassic Park. It's just not supposed to be there.
Here's what he should have done. He should. Fucking Florida.
It's an old lady.
Here's what he should have done. He should have came back to our hotel, slept in the parking lot in the hotel. He could have woke up in the morning. I could have given him a key. He could have come in, used the bathroom.
Breakfast.
He could have breakfast.
Yeah, in the morning I would have let him stay.
He should have stayed here. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he could have kicked it.
He didn't seem too worried about it. He wasn't like, what am I gonna do? He's like, I'm cool.
Yeah, he really was.
Maybe that's the life, man.
But I gave him snacks.
Dude, that is the only time I felt bad. Bobby got snacks from the green room. They were like, it was like a mini waffle and like a protein bar or whatever. And Bobby's like, hey, I got these from the green room. Do you want them? The kid's like, yeah. And he gave it to him and he started eating them right away.
But I told him not to eat them.
Right, but he was
because
hungry.
the manager gave me she ordered these special little pancakes from France.
Yeah.
And they're in the green room in this special thing. And she's like, oh, I get those from France. I'm like, oh. She goes, you want one? And I'm like, sure. I was just being nice. I'm not going to eat fucking pancakes at 11:30. So I took them.
But he did.
And I gave them to him. I go, but don't show the lady. When she comes out, if she comes out, don't show.
But his
hide them.
hunger took over.
Dude, he was eating them like a fucking.
Like he hadn't eaten in a while. That made me
like
feel
a
bad.
baby
for a
goat.
second.
He was just throwing them in his
Yeah.
hand. He was trying to hide with his hand while mushing it into his face.
Then I felt bad for him for a second. And I was like, well, enjoy it outside tonight.
Well, yeah.
Plus, it's 10 degrees warmer today. He'll be fine.
It was cold last night.
Then we,
Well, he can't stay with me at Side Splitters.
that's right. Then,
Is he doing side splitters?
who? Bush?
Yeah.
Bush, you doing
Yeah.
side food?
Yeah, I was booked last. I've been booked since the last time.
It's on his calendar. There's no, as Bobby was saying last night, I really wish Bush wouldn't be doing side splitters, but now I guess he's all right. That is coming up.
See, okay, you call me aggressive.
That's Joe. He knows I'm lying. He knows I'm
You
lying.
admit you lie.
In that case.
You're a liar.
In that case, I was
But you
making.
do lie.
I lied for the joke.
But you do lie.
You knew I was lying, right?
You're a lie. You're a joke liar.
Yeah.
That's what Max says to me.
Good joke.
When I catch him lying, I go, "You lying?" He goes, "No." And I look at him, and he looks me in the eye, he starts laughing, and then he went like this. It's a joke lie.
With that face, he can get away with that. He could do that. Anyway, so we're out here at the palatial Holiday Inn, and we're sitting outside by the pool.
We went shopping today. Me and you.
Could you imagine swimming in the pool in this weather?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's freezing for the pool.
It's not that cold.
That's
it's
like,
nice.
yeah, no, but the pool is probably cold as fuck.
It's not that bad.
I don't know. Eddie Pepitone just put up a video of him swimming in Miami in the pool, and I was like, "That's fucking crazy."
Yeah, but to us up in the Northeast,
Yeah, that's true.
This is
You're like
beautiful.
You're like Germans at the beach in February.
Yeah, I mean, I go in there today. If I we still working out?
Oh, I hurt, man. I fell down the stairs.
Mike fell down the stairs on Friday when he was coming.
It took a couple of days to really kick in, but I'm in pain today.
He's coming down the last two stairs, and his brain said, "Oh, you're only 15. Jump off the last two stairs."
No.
Oh my gosh.
My brain said that was the last stair, and it turned out it wasn't. There was one more. So I took that one giant step for man, and it turned out there was another stair there. So my fat heel hit it, and I went tumbling. This was at 5 o'clock in the morning. I fell, broke my toe, and smashed my head against the wall, and I couldn't stop laughing. And today, it takes like 2 days for you to really, like they say when you get in a car accident, you're like, I'm fine. They're like, wait a couple of days. I feel like I'm in a car accident today.
But I told
Bobby had to get me Advil.
What did I tell you?
You wanted me to put my feet in ice during
No, I
the
didn't.
show.
No, this is you hear what you want to hear. I said to you, put ice on it.
On my toe.
I said, put ice on it.
Yes.
Let me go get you ice. When you hurt something, you immediately put ice on it, and it helps it. It brings down the swelling, all that shit.
Yes.
And you were like, no, fuck you. And this is what he does.
I did not say fuck you.
Anybody who knows right now, you see him from here up.
Yeah.
All you. That's all you. But if you had the camera down there, his little feet do this.
Yeah, they move. Like a
Like
duck
this.
underwater.
Yeah, I swear to God, he could fly. He could take off. If he put his feet, he'd fly away. I'm telling you, dude. And he's tapping his fucking broken little chubby toe the whole show. And I told you to get ice on it.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Because I find ice, like whenever I see Bert or Joe or those guys taking ice baths, I'm like, no thanks. It just makes me feel, it's painful to me. So if I was going to put ice on my foot during the show, it would just throw me off. So I didn't do it. And then I took my sock off, and my toe is purple.
Ooh.
It's gross. It's gross.
But now what did you have? What did I get you today?
Nurse
A
Bobby.
hard time.
Nurse Bobby got me Tylenol and one of those bags that you put ice inside and then put on your head like they used to do when they had a hangover in the 50s.
Aw.
Yeah, it's reusable.
That's great.
Awesome.
Awesome. You screw off the top, you put the ice cubes in it.
When we're done doing this, I'm gonna fill it with hotel ice, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna put it on my back because my back really hurts today.
So we got 2 shows tonight.
2 shows, 6:30.
Okay.
Why in the fucking world did be a 6:30 show tonight?
The people are fucking 90 to they're in bed by 8.
It's ridiculous.
What are we supposed to do?
And then there's an 8:30 show. Which that will be the good one, I think.
That's the older people.
The 8:30 one.
Well, the younger older people.
Yeah.
The younger old. Let's be honest. I'm not getting a very young crowd anymore. Neither one of
The
us.
second show last night was pretty young.
Young how?
Younger than the first one.
So yeah, I mean, but there
The
was
first one looked like when the grave got flooded in Poltergeist.
every girl in there. Every girl in there had stretch marks from babies.
Yeah. How about that one? There was one chick, a blonde chick with big tits right in the front row. And I go, is this your wife? And they both froze. And I was like, it's real easy. Did he give you jewelry a couple of years ago? And now you have to be with him? And they didn't say anything. I go, I feel like you guys were cheating and I just busted you in front of everybody. Still don't know the outcome of it. But yeah, so tonight we're doing that. And then I believe we have an orgy planned for after.
No. We're going to get steaks.
Oh.
We're going to get
It was
steaks.
something cool.
We're going to the guy's restaurant, that really nice restaurant.
Yes.
He gave us the cards. I'm going to text him before, tell him we're coming after. Tonight, Louis C.K., I'm bringing my computer to the club. Louis C.K. live from the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
His last show, stand-up. You will not be able to see him do stand-up live or anything else until his special comes out, of course, in a month or so.
Right.
But live tonight.
And while Bobby's watching that,
Adrian Appalucci
like her,
and
she's funny as fuck.
Adrian Appalucci's fun.
I kicking myself in the ass because she was just at Side Splitters and I was unaware of her. And now I've been watching her comedy and I fucking kick myself in the ass. I wish I would have known
Why are you watching her comedy?
because my number one best friend showed her to me and showed me how funny she was.
Very funny, man.
And
Very
then he
funny.
said to me, "You should always call me," and I wish that I had.
Always call me. I'll tell you who's funny.
And-
You showed me a guy today that you thought was funny. Wah, wah.
I like him.
Oh my God,
He's
dude.
funny.
I mean, he showed me this guy. I'm not gonna say who it is. God bless him. He's all right. Anytime a comic is doing stand up in front of fake books, I'm like, boo.
His name is Joe.
I get it.
List.
You read. Read. Yeah. Anyways, he shows me the thing, and it's whatever. It's an all right bit, but he's just telling a story, how it happened, in front of the right crowd, right? I get it. If it was a storytelling thing, okay, funny, but as jokes, and then I immediately I put on Louis' bit, I put on Joe List, I put somebody else on. I'm like, that is a fucking joke.
There was a big difference.
Big difference.
So while Bobby is watching Louis from Madison Square Garden, if anybody can live stream Natalie Cuomo from her gig tonight, I understand she has 2 shows left tonight. I'd love to watch that too. Just hit me up on Twitter. I'll jump on your link. Thank you.
Hey, man.
The love tour is coming to you.
Hey, man. You know, comedy, baby. Yeah. Then we're going to get this guy's restaurant. We're going to Steaks. Get some food. We're going to smoke cigars. He has Davidoff Cubans, fucking rare. And then we're going to go to. And then what are we doing after that?
Fine, finger each other's buttholes again, like we've been doing.
Guys,
No, but I'll tell you what. If you ever wanted to get a Asian massage, West Palm, Naples. Naples, Fort Myers is a place to do it. Every fucking 7 feet is a massage parlor.
I'm telling you right now, the sign business down here must literally run out of M's.
I was gonna say we're out of M's.
We got no M's.
We got plenty of S's, but we got no M's.
They have no, dude. I'm not kidding. Every fucking 2 feet, there's a different sign with a different font of massage.
Yeah, you call up and you're like, "Hi, is this a massage?" And they're like, "No, I'm sorry, we have no." Then they were like, "We tried to turn a W upside down, but it didn't look the same." So
it's so crazy, and we haven't went. We should go tomorrow before you leave.
No, I'll go tonight.
When?
After the steaks. What better than when you're nice and full?
I don't like going to massage parlors late.
I'm just gonna be like, listen, don't touch my toe. Don't touch my toe.
Yeah, but you go to massage parlor late, and they've already grabbed a bunch of hogs. They already have about like 9,000.
I'm the only one who really wants a massage. I really want just a massage. I mean,
stop it.
I was telling this story on my show the other day that my
You're
buddy.
gay?
Nope, that came later. My buddy Pete.
Mike is gay. Mike is gay.
His shop
Mike is gay.
used to be next to his massage place, and it was the only place I'd go where the lady would climb up on the bars and hold on to the bars and use her heels on my back. Oh, it was fucking awesome. And I went there for a while. Like every other day, I'd go to Pete's office. I'd dip over there for a half hour, let her do that, jump back over, and then I didn't go for like 3 months. And then one day I was back over there, and I went in. And she goes, "Oh, you've not been here for a while." And I go, "I know. My buddy's office moved, and blah blah." And she goes, "You got fat." And I go, "Okay." Like just like that. She wasn't like, "How you look different." She was like, "You got fat." And I went, "All right." And I punched her in the throat and never went back there. You got fat. You should go there now. You got skinny. You got A's.
Bobby, Big T wants to know what your favorite brand of cigars are right now.
This right here is one of my favorite cigars of all time. It's the Judge by my father. This
Also the name of my favorite gun.
the Judge.
Judge.
Oh, I love that gun. It's a 4-shooter, right?
It's a 5.
5 and it shoots shotgun shells.
410 shotgun shells or the 45 long Colt.
Oof, what is that? Is that go right? Is that just put a
So you
big hole?
You do each one alternate. You go shotgun shell,
Yeah.
long Colt bullet, shotgun shell on. So you spray them, wound them, and then you fucking put the Colt in. This is for people who break in your house, not with average citizens.
I want a gun.
I'll get you a gun.
I want a gun.
Let's go get one.
What kind of gun?
Whatever you want.
What kind of gun can I get in New York? I guess can I get an AR?
You can get whatever you want, but I don't know what the rules are in New York. It's so fucking weird. Like you can have an AR, but I think you're only allowed to have 5 bullets in it. It's like, why bother? Why bother? Listen. I have a couple of ARs.
I want to say something right now.
Okay.
I was at your house, and you were doing whatever you're doing. His house is so big, he's gone. I'll sit there, Mike, nothing. If I go like this, Dawn, in my house, she's like, yeah. That's not the difference between my
Where
house
we
and
call each other.
Yeah, he's gone.
If my
So
wife's in the laundry room, I can never find her.
So I go back in the studio, see if he's in the studio. There's another room that I didn't even know they had near the studio. There's like a room, another room. So it's open. I go in there. His gorgeous wife, Amanda's in there, fixing. They have this machine that you put liquid in, and it makes your house smell like whatever you want it to smell.
A home scenting system.
A home scenting system. But it's not like a little thing. It's like
It's elaborate.
It's elaborate. And she's refilling the home scenting system. Like my house, you got to light a candle and pray.
My house, you walk in, it smells like the W Hotel.
Yeah, anybody toots in my house, I mean, you gotta leave. You gotta open the windows.
Right.
His house smells every room, whatever they want it to smell like. So she's in there doing it, and then I'm talking to her, but then I slowly look behind her, and I'm no joke, there's probably like 75. There's a row of fucking handguns, like 8 handguns in a handgun holder. So he had to go get a handgun holder for his gun. Then there's just an AR leaning on bags, not even like balanced. It's just, and there's a shotgun. There's a fucking Mad Max gun. There's fucking guns everywhere.
There's a reason.
Yeah,
There's
you're
a
a fucking addict. You're a lunatic. And I think that zombies are coming to Tampa.
No. So the reason why they were out and not in the this is a real story, not in the safes, is because they just passed a law, that if
Everybody in Tampa has to have 75 guns each.
they want to count, that you have to remove the brace from a gun. If it has a trigger, a barrel less than 16 inches, it can't have a brace on the back.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to accomplish. So I had to have my gun guy go in there and measure and evaluate all my guns, because if they find it after like a month of doing it, it's a felony. And even worse, if somebody breaks into my house, uses my gun and has the brace and kills people, I get charged with the murder.
Can you have a folding brace that folds out?
I had to take it, because once the folding brace, the barrel was still shorter than 16 inches. It was only 8 inches. So I had to have my folding brace taken off.
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous. But I don't, it is what it is. But I had to call my dad and be like, do you know about this? Because they're not even it hasn't been out there enough for people who aren't interested in it. So there's a lot of people that are going to be guilty of felonies and not even know about it. I knew about it, so that's why everything was out.
All right, that's fine.
Disheveled.
I'm sorry, I don't care about the disheveled. I apologize that offended you.
No, I'm just explaining. Hey, you got enough coffee?
But I wish I had a large.
Why?
Because
50%.
No,
50%.
Yeah, 50% now, and then I'd have 50% in a little while, and then I'd have another 50%.
It's gonna taste like ass
and
water
I'd have
in
another.
10 minutes.
I wouldn't. I refill it.
Look,
I put ice in it.
glass.
I put ice in it.
Yeah,
I
but
take the ice from your toe ice, and I put it in there.
drink that.
Dude, you have so many fucking guns. It's great. It's crazy. I don't understand. For what?
So I had for years. I had a snub nose 38 that was a drop gun that Pete gave me, and it was my only gun. And then I had some gun hookups, so I was like, let me try. I wanted an AR. So this company called ADQ, the guy whose father invented Gatorade, his son owns this. He's a big collector of history, memorabilia, and guns and all that. But he owned a company called ADQ. They were based at Tampa, and he gave me my first AR. And once you have that and you fire that and you have a good time, you're like, well, I wonder what this one does, and I wonder what this one does. And I found out about the judge. The judge is basically like having a shotgun and a handgun. Then I started skeet shooting, and I'm like, well, I need a skeet shooting gun. And before you know it, I have a lot of fucking guns. Then I saw the 50 cal, and I was like, I'd like that. Because somebody was like, a 50 caliber gun, they were designed to shoot the engine block out of a car if the car had a bomb in it and it was trying to drive like in Iraq. They were trying. I was like, so I could stop a car with this? And they said, yeah, so I'll take one of those. So that's why. I'm not carrying the 50 caliber with me. I'm not, I'm collecting so that one day
I don't care that you have a lot
it.
of guns, but that's a shitty excuse.
No, that's true.
I want to hear the excuse.
I have a daughter.
I want you to be truthful.
I have a daughter now, and in the time that my wife was pregnant with my daughter, I accumulated 12 guns that I didn't even realize.
12.
I had
12
one gun
there's more
my
than
whole
12.
life, and then in that 1 year, I bought 12 guns.
You have 3 guns in the car.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of crazy fucking things going on in the world
What?
now.
I've seen nothing crazy. There's nothing.
There was a riot.
Well, there's some people sleeping in the park.
That's right. There was a riot in New York last night because of the police footage.
Was there a riot in New York?
Yeah. Peaceful protest turned into a riot.
Oh.
I don't need that shit spilling into my neighborhood, and if I do,
Can I
I'm
say
going to be
something about
perched
that?
on the roof.
I want the cops to be able to go back to where they were.
Yeah.
I want cops.
Being able to hit the average citizen, white or black.
I want cops to be able to go back to shut the fuck up, go.
Yeah.
I want to be. I was happy when people were scared of the cops. Now nobody's scared of the cops. They're like security guards at malls.
Right.
Nobody gives a fuck, and they can just go do whatever they want whenever they want.
Dude, that footage that I see of New York of people just walking into a Walgreens, taking whatever the fuck they want and leaving, that's insane to me. That's insane. If I was Walgreens, I'd just hire the.
What does that say?
So, Calta, are you ever worried about a home invasion and you just can't decide which gun to grab for defense?
Well, no, because I pre-plan it.
That would be fucking hilarious if you're in there going and you and your wife argue. Get the little one. I'm gonna get the big one. No, all right. Well, that's too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just one person. All right. Where's the judge? I don't know. I put it. You guys just start fighting, and then.
The room that you're staying in is
Yeah.
the room that I usually sleep in during the week.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
The dip in the bed.
There's a dip, dude. Listen to me. You got to flip the mattress, brother.
No, I fit in that perfectly now.
Dude, I don't. I was sleeping like this. I felt like I was in a hammock. Dude, you got to flip the bed.
What?
Rotate the mattress.
How many
He's
guns?
not going to flip the mattress. He'll throw it out and buy a new one, and that guy will strap it to his Dodge Neo.
Can I get you a mattress?
What mattress?
I'll get you a new mattress for
No.
that room.
Why would you have to?
I'll get you one.
I'm good. I'll get a new one. I'll flip it. I'll smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. How many guns did you see within that vicinity of that room?
2.
There's a lot more than 2 in there.
I don't understand.
So if I hear
For what?
glass breaking, because it depends on where I am. If I'm in the
Remember the time-
bathroom,
Yeah.
there's one. If I'm in the closet, there's a couple. If I'm next to the bed, there's one. So I need to be able to get the family from one room to another. Be safe.
Okay, I want to say this to you guys listening. He's in a different section of the house. So
Even better.
For him to get the family, it would take 20 minutes. He's not even in the fucking same vicinity.
It's even better.
He's literally, if it was my house, right? He would be the family is in my house. Where he stays in his house would be not the next door neighbor, the neighbor next to the next door neighbor. That's how far he is away from the family.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about this. You break into my house. You see the master bedroom.
Yes.
You know my wife's in there.
Right through
you know
the front
the kids
door.
are over there.
Right, kids.
Yeah, you're like, so the minute you don't expect some lummox from upstairs with
comes
fucking
down the
22
stairs,
guns.
falls, breaks his toe, and hits his fucking fat head, and he's out.
Which is probably going to happen one day. That's why
So
one time there was a raccoon in my garage.
Hey.
A raccoon.
Okay.
And I went and got a gun, and I was going to open the door, and I figured if it was rabid and attacked, I would shoot it. And I was like so worried that I'd hit the ground and ricochet and kill me. Thankfully, I opened the garage door and it just walked out slowly.
What does it say?
Scruffy says put a few guns under the bed to lift the dip.
So the dip in your mattress is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, Juliana got lost in there the other day.
I was on your back. So he's got a back porch on the second floor of the part of the house he lives in. So he put a chair out there and a thing so I could smoke cigars the other night. And I went on live on Instagram with some cigar people that I know. Nick from Foundation, the guy Bradley from Alec Bradley was. I mean, really big name cigar people were on there. And my friend who runs at that Hot Girl Smoking Hunt, she works with Fuente. And we're on there having a great time. But I can't even enjoy myself because there's so much shit moving in your backyard. The light goes on every 5 seconds, and you hear different footsteps. And then I heard like a sliding thing.
Like what? Like a
It was
snake?
something was sliding on the fucking ground.
I don't know what that was. There is a quite a number of deer that
It
live
wasn't
in
deer.
my backyard.
It was not deer. It
There's
was.
also hogs. Every once in a while, you see a hog.
It's
A
nuts.
couple of neighbors had a picture of bobcats.
Stupid. His backyard is a bush gardens. It's nuts.
It's a nighttime thing. In the daytime, I don't worry about it.
I can't believe your tortoise. Tortoise?
Tortoise.
Your tortoise.
Tortoise.
Your tortoise hasn't been eaten yet.
No.
I can't believe it.
Nope.
Anyways, yeah, I was petrified on your back porch on the second floor. Scared out of my mind.
Well, it's safe. There's a lot of guns up there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I said the sliding was Pat crawling out of the bushes.
Might be true. By the way, there's a big festival in Tampa right now called the Gasparilla Parade, where they have pirates come and invade Tampa.
So stupid.
And Pap's been out there, and I just got a picture of him, and doesn't look good. Doesn't look like he's going to make it.
Why is he bad?
Oh my! He's like,
Can I see it?
yeah.
Can I see it?
Doesn't look good for Pap.
I have a question. Oh wow.
Oh, really? Oh, Pat fucked up, man. Is he sitting? Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's trashed.
Pap insides are made of glass.
He's fading quick. Dude, you're gonna kill this guy. You know that.
I'm not even there.
You're gonna kill this guy. He's gonna die. Ric Flair's there.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit, that's
Ric
great.
Flair is the Grand Marshal. Might as well put an old Louis Vuitton bag in a pirate ship. And let it go.
Wow, who's that?
Some other girl.
Nice. Anyways, yeah, we got 2 shows tonight. You're gone tomorrow. I'll be here by myself tomorrow. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, I feel bad for that. Hey, what's up? My brother just sent us a picture of us.
Where? Your brother's in.
He was
Oh, your brother. Where's your brother?
right there.
Hey, what's up, Johnny?
Hey, get the home.
Johnny C. I love your brother.
He's good.
What?
I said he's good.
He's good?
Yeah.
Who the fuck talks about their family like that?
You've said worse about your family.
I
said
have
he's
not
good.
said any worse about my family. I love my family, and I love your brother. Your brother's the best. Say hi to your brother. No, say hi.
Hi.
I can't believe it. When was the last time you hung out with your brother?
It's been some time. He had COVID. So
What?
came back from vacation. He had COVID, so I had to stay away.
When did he come back from vacation?
A couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
3.
3 weeks ago?
I like to be safe, Bob.
Safe
A
about what?
delicate flower. I can't have any of those
Oh my
toxins.
God. Now, we were talking about you getting the operation.
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
Talking about it or being bullied into it by a skinny guy over here.
Can you tell them what happened with us on Friday?
Friday?
Where you took me?
Where did I take you on Friday?
Friday, we went to the scan.
Oh. So there's a great company down here called Lifeguard Imaging. I do an endorsement for them. But Martin Gramatica, who is the kicker for the Bucks when they won the Super Bowl the first time, he is like kind of like he works for them, kind of like a spokesman for them. And what they do is they put you on a CAT scan, and it's kind of like an MRI with all the banging without the tube and all that. And you're in there for about 4 to 7 minutes based on what you're doing, and they give you a score. And that score on your heart is a calcium score, and it will determine whether or not based on your factors and what they read on whether or not you'll have a heart incident, they call it, in the next 5 years. So it could be a stroke or a heart attack or something.
In the next 5 years, they'll tell you how close you are.
So my buddy Pete, who is very similar to me in size, got a 0. My wife, the queen of the Peloton, got a 0. Most of the people on my show got a 0. I went in there, and while I was waiting for my results, I said, "What's like a high score?" And they go, "When you get around 400, it gets high."
When you were waiting, I spelled toast.
Yeah, I had a 2,600 score.
2,600. The high score is 400.
Yeah. So I immediately went to the cardiologist
From the place.
The next day, and then I had a heart catheterization. So they go in through my wrist, they shoot dye into my heart,
And they actually pulled out honey.
They put me under a camera, and then they watch my blood to see if I have any clogs in my heart. And they said, "Look, couple of good things. One, no, you don't have a clog, and 2, you happen to have a very large artery, so the blood's flowing pretty good." Now that doesn't mean it isn't going to get worse in a short amount of time. So they give you that knowledge to kind of know what you need to do. So no surprise, I need to lose weight and eat better. This guy, who has been abusing his body for years with alcohol and food and drugs and whatnot.
I haven't drank in 37 years.
Right, but you did for years. It's in there.
I did smoke for a long
Right.
time. You know,
So
cigarettes.
I said, I would like you to go in there. Now that you're skinny, let's find out if you have any clogs. Because you can be skinny as you want, but if you got a clogged artery,
That would suck. If
fucking
I
heart
went through all
attack.
this shit
right?
and then I had a fucking heart attack.
The
that would suck.
Widowmaker, they call it. It's a LAD. It's the silent killer, because you don't even have to. They say most people who die, the first symptom was the heart attack. They don't even have any pains or anything. So Bobby went in, and Mush, you want to guess what his score was? Mine was a 2,600.
Everybody in the chat, you guess what my score was. Give them a minute.
Yeah.
Everybody guess what my score was.
After he gets out of the machine, the doctor goes over it. They look at it with the computer, and the computer spits out the number, and then they come back and they tell you the information. And let me know when you got some guesses. And what do you think Bobby was?
None yet. My guess is 0.
What's that?
My guess is a 0.
You're wrong.
D's is saying 200.
What'd she say?
He's saying 200.
We all went,
Someone's dad saying 220.
We all guessed on my show.
What did she say?
Melissa says 11.9.
Fuck you, Melissa.
Growing pains is 800.
How does she know?
800.
John Hicks put 60.
60.
Aaron Sanders put 6.
Yeah.
Benny Jets put 77.
Keep going.
I thought it would be in the 500s.
115.
I thought he would be high, but not
21.
as high as me. Turned out he was at 3,000.
Oh.
No. Turned out Bobby's score was exactly what Melissa said, an 11.3.
11.3. 11.3.
11.3.
Wow.
11.3. And I was like, wait a
Bobby
minute.
goes,
Yeah.
Bobby goes, 11.3 thousand? And then he goes, no. And he goes, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The guy goes, yes. And he was like, holy shit. So I was angry inside, but happy on the outside.
You were mad.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
look,
Melissa. Hey,
I
Melissa.
was more mad that Pete was a 0.
But you were mad that I wasn't in the hundreds.
Yeah, we do everything together.
We die together?
Well,
You have fucking heart attacks
we should
together?
be approaching death together.
Listen, dude. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you did it without me.
You need to. I say, I've been talking to him all day. He should get the surgery.
I'm not against it. You look so fucking good that I am seriously considering it. Because I'm fucking sexy now. I'm not how sexy I'll be after the surgery. I'll be beating the pussy off me.
Well, you'll be able to beat the pussy off.
That's right. I mean, I'll have enough stamina to beat more than one pussy.
Yeah, like, let's be honest. Me and you, we could fight for 30 seconds.
I'm a pretty good fighter.
For 30 seconds.
it's the only time where I get, you know how like the Hulk got that strength where he can lift the car up. You know what I mean? That's the only time I ever had. I can't run, but I can fight.
You can't run. That's why you have to fight.
Right.
You can't run.
I can only fight. I can only run for 30 seconds, and I'm like, just fine, kill me. But if I have to stay and fight, I'm in. That's my one good thing. And also, I'm not like very tough. I just take a lot of punches. It's my superpower.
Emotionally, you can't. Don't do it. Don't
just
do it.
Just showing what's left.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Emotionally, you're a little sensitive. You're a little sensitive today.
I mean, you constant berating.
It's not a berating.
Even Cher set the bed on fire eventually. Not Cher, Farrah Fawcett. Burning bed. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying you're a little sensitive today.
Yeah. Every once in a while, a woman has to stand up for herself.
So we got to do the show. We got to go. We got to work out. We got the gym, right?
Yeah, they got a gym.
We are going to work out.
Yeah, I had a broken toe and back problem.
We're not going to do feet.
We're skipping feet today?
Yeah. I'm not worried about your fat foot. I'm worried about you. We're going to go do dumbbells right now. Right?
You're a dumbbell.
Yeah, you're a fucking dumbbell.
I just ate a chocolate almond. I'm going to take a nap. I might go grab a chipwich from the front room there.
Did you grab ice cream last night?
Can I ask one question before we go?
Yeah.
So that guy's sleeping outside. And then going to the show? What's he doing to shower or anything?
Those public parks have facilities.
Oh, okay.
You have his number?
No.
I think you have his number. Do you have his mush? Do you have his number?
I don't even know the guy's name.
What's his name?
Frederick. Let me look. Let me see.
You might have. Sorry.
Right in my face.
I mean, whatever. It's a little smoke.
No, I have Jared Freed and Nervous Jared. Totally different Jared.
Who's nervous?
Nervous Jared's a kid who's nervous. Does this when
What is she saying?
She's got to catch a train to New York because she's going to go see Louis C.K. tonight.
Hey, Melissa, make sure you put photos up. I want to see it. We're going to watch it live. We're going to wrap up right now. We got to go. But we're not going to be able to do the show on Monday because I'm traveling back. So we did the show today. Yeah?
You can watch this one on Monday if you feel like it.
Yeah, watch it on Monday if you love it.
You're welcome. If you want to have to sit through Joe Russell's piece of shit joke.
Is Joe here?
No.
Thank God.
Mush, can you go on Monday and just do the jokes with Joe?
I can if he's available. I can do
let's
that.
do that. If you guys want that.
Wow, how much worse could it be? Joe's Shitty Jokes hosted by Mush. I can't think of a less of a way to sell a show. Why don't you make them, and they're going to set your knees on
What
fire
does it
while
say,
you're
Mush?
watching.
Benny Jets is going to go see Nick Mullen.
What do you say?
He's going to go see Nick Mullen tonight, Benny Jets.
Nick Kroll? Kroll.
Mullen.
Oh, Nick Kroll.
Mullen.
Nick Mullen. Oh, Nick. Yeah, I love me. You know Nick Mullen?
Man, Nick Mullen.
Why?
No, I'm not. He was in town. I tried to get him on the show, but he couldn't do it.
Oh, Nick's great.
I'm not
That's
really
going to be
mad,
great.
I'm
I love Nick Mullen. What was that?
Oh, that's a nice fabric.
Why would you just softly touch it?
It brushed up against me, and I was like, that's soft. I wanted to feel it.
Is there shit on the table? Is that shit?
I don't know. Taste it.
Is that lizard shit?
I don't think lizard's shit.
What is that? Lizard shit. Everything shits.
Not enough.
Amoeba
not
shit.
visibly. Not that you wouldn't know if an amoeba shit.
Yeah, you did. We saw an amoeba drag a fucking protein cell
We did see that.
into the brain today.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Bobby and I have been doing a lot of science stuff today.
All right, we're gonna go. Mush. So send some pictures tonight of the shows you're going to.
Cuomo's.
No.
I want to see
Natalie
as many pictures
Cuomo's-
of Natalie Cuomo's show.
Natalie Cuomo's headlining. What is she headlining? Comedy on Carlson.
Yeah. Wherever that is. I should have gone Carlson.
I think they bumped Voss Weekend to put her in.
I'm with Voss this weekend at the Plano House of Comedy.
You're there now?
Yeah, that's where we're at.
What is it called?
House of Comedy in Plano, Texas.
What does he do in the day?
Golf.
Every day. He just golfs. How was the show?
They've been great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Packed up?
Yeah, Friday was packed.
How about Natalie Cuomo shows?
I have no idea.
I'll let you know tonight when I watch.
You can ask her autistic fiance.
And we'll see you later tonight at the JLP, right?
Yeah.
JLP's at what time?
I'm gonna try to start it at 9:30.
9:30.
We'll still be on stage.
Yeah, that's
No,
all
it'll be
right.
10:30. Yeah, but you guys get there late. It's fine. No, you can go between steaks and other stuff.
Yeah, we'll come in after the show. We'll come in. We'll see you guys at the JLP tonight. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. You have anything else to
Is
say?
Lou here?
Is
No.
Lou here?
What's up, Lou?
No, Lou.
We got Melissa's always here.
Hmm.
It's great. I like all the listeners, but I have to
Hey, Melissa.
Hello, Melissa.
All right, well, enjoy yourself tonight, guys. We'll
Tess
see
is
you.
an ice cream store called Melissa's Sweet Treats before, and I tried to take a picture of it, and I almost smashed in the car next to me, but it's here. Bobby is very critical of me taking pictures and doing things while I drive. So
Yeah, he has his phone out like he's fucking not driving while we're driving. And then he passes the exit and he yells at me.
you tell me make a right, and I make a right, and you go, not here. It's a hard life.
What are they saying?
Alderson, have a good show. Thank you. Bye.
You guys are the best. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see you guys tonight. Enjoy yourselves Saturday night. And
If
that's
you're
it.
anywhere in Sarasota or south of that, you should come out to Auckland Comedy Club tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Last night was awesome.
It was pretty good.
Fucking awesome. I love doing shows with you.
I love doing shows with you.
I love it.
Yeah. And some of the cats going to see you tonight at the show.
Hey, we'll see you at the show tonight. Hang out.
Send news.
Send Newt. Now they're guys.
Oh, nice.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.